Dahlia, if you're worrying about the candidate list, I might be able to help. Chris suddenly cleared his throat. To be honest, my father has some connections with old Mr. Harmon. As long as my father makes the request, I believe the Harmon family will do something about it. Is that so? That's awesome. Lyra was filled with excitement. Mr. Nolan, if you can help us with this, you will be our greatest benefactor. It's not a big deal. I'll make the call now. Chris laughed heartily, then dialed his father's phone number. Thinking that he'd solved the problem, Chris started to claim credit. My father has agreed to help. You guys don't have to worry. It'll be over soon. Hello, is this Ms. Nicholson? The top management has decided to appoint you as the Harmon family's partner. Dahlia was shocked. We were chosen. It's all thanks to Mr. Nolan. This wouldn't have happened without his help, Dahlia said gratefully. Mr. Nolan is indeed the greatest. He solved our problem with just a few words, praised Lyra. Dustin, did you see that? This is the difference between you and Mr. Nolan. Lyra turned to look at Dustin. Mr. Nolan can easily secure us the position as the Harmon family's partner with a word. What can you do? How are you so sure that it was him? What proof do you have? Dustin countered. Who else if not Mr. Nolan? It's definitely not you. Lyra snorted coldly. Hey, Rhys, what makes you think that the Harmon family would suddenly change their mind if it wasn't because of me? Chris asked haughtily. Don't get too conceited. If I were you, I would go and confirm the truth myself before thanking the wrong person, Dustin said, expressionless. Rhys, you wanted proof, right? Fine, I'll give it to you. Chris sneered as he pulled out his phone. Hey Dad. I just wanted to know, how did your talk with old Mr. Harmon go? What talk? I am still in the middle of a meeting. I don't have the time to help you with your nonsense. Don't ever bother me over stuff like this again. Chris was caught off guard when his father hung up the phone angrily. The smile on his face had stiffened. Mr. Nolan, what did your father say? Let's hear it, Dustin said with a fake smile. Mr. Nolan, don't hesitate to tell us. We should let this bastard understand that he could never compete with you. Lyra prompted. Chris pretended to be calm. My father has confirmed that he made a request to the Harmon family and helped us big time. Otherwise, Dahlia wouldn't have qualified to be their partner. Would you believe me if I told you that Chris is lying? Dustin questioned back. Dustin, that's enough. Dahlia stood up and yelled. Can you drop with your act for once? I know that you're jealous of Chris, but you can't just slander him. Is it so difficult to admit he's good? I'm the one to blame for badmouthing a good person. I'm despicable, while Chris is a hero. I slandered him. Are you happy now? Dustin said self-mockingly. It was pointless to defend himself when there was no trust to begin with. I'm not even going to try arguing with you, if that's what you think. You're so stubborn. His words angered Dahlia. I don't care about what you think of me. Tired of bickering with them, Dustin stood up and left. Suddenly, a man with curly hair appeared. Edward grinned. Hey, beautiful. You look familiar. Have we met before? Our meeting must be fated. Why don't you come and get a drink with me? I'm not interested, Dahlia rejected. Money can buy your interest, Edward uttered slyly. If you sleep with me for one night, I'll pay you any amount you like. Get lost, Dahlia growled. A loud slap sounded when Dahlia struck his face with her palm. You dare to slap me? Edward touched his burning cheek, his gaze darkening. Bitch. You're asking for trouble. Edward's blood boiled and he lifted his hand to hit Dahlia, but he was suddenly shoved away by Chris. Fucker, you dare to act out at this kind of occasion? Are you asking for a beating? You rascal, you'd better stay out of this or face the consequences. Edward bellowed. Hi. Are you threatening me? Bring it on. Show me what you got. Go to hell. Edward threw a punch at Chris. The latter swiftly dodged and countered, landing a blow on his face. Edward staggered backward with blood trickling down his nose. You want to fight? Too bad you picked the wrong person. Chris scoffed. Mr. Nolan, you're awesome. This thug deserves to be beaten up. Lyra praised loudly. Yay. Good one. The guests at the scene followed suit and applauded. At last, his time to shine had arrived. Bastard, do you know who I am? You dare to hit me. Edward seethed through gritted teeth. I couldn't care less about who you are. Get out of here if you want to live. Chris barked. You've got guts, I'll give you that. You'd better not have run away when I return. Edward quickly left. Mr. Nolan, I didn't know you were so strong. You beat him with just a punch. Lyra complimented. Natasha was on par with her in looks and height. The Harmon family was one of the mighty three, the top three most reputable families in Swinton. She was sensual like Aphrodite, and her smile could take anyone's breath away. In short, she was a natural femme fatale, ensnaring men with her bewitching charms. Wealth means very little to me. In my eyes, Dustin is an outstanding man. At the very least, he is more handsome than you. Natasha slipped her arm into Dustin's naturally. What's the use of a handsome face? In the end, he is just a boy toy. Chris' expression darkened. I have warned you, Dustin is a conman. You are going to regret it once he takes advantage of your wealth and body. Ms. Nicholson, this is what a real man looks like, Lyra said while glancing at Dustin. Not someone who runs away like a scaredy cat whenever he faces small hurdles. How useless. Quick, seal off the exits. Edward was back. This time, he was back with even more malice and a group of burly bodyguards. That's them. Surround them. What are you doing? I'm warning you, my father is David Nolan, the president of Nolan Pharmaceuticals. Chris hurriedly threatened. So what? One of the bodyguards yelled. Do you know who you've messed with? He is Sir Spanner's son, the heir of Dre Group. Sir Spanner. Is he talking about Trevor Spanner, king of the underworld from East City? Poor guy. I can't believe he messed with Sir Spanner's son. Looks like he's doomed. You guys work for Sir Spanner. Chris stammered out of intimidation. What's wrong? I thought you were confident. Are you scared now? Edward closed in on Chris, his eyes filled with viciousness. This is a misunderstanding. Chris forced a smile. Misunderstanding, my ass. Edward roared, slapping Chris across the face twice. Chris smiled apologetically. My father is acquainted with Sir Spanner. Could you let this slide for once? Who the fuck do you think you are? Edward forcefully poked Chris on the forehead. Chris was forced to step back. Lyra shouted, hey, you bunch of thugs. Do you think it's cool to bully others? You think I'm afraid of the Harmon family? Edward scoffed. Looks like you've not understood the situation. Let my men knock some sense into you. Stop right there. Dahlia interrupted. This has nothing to do with her. Let her go. I'll deal with this. If you sleep with me tonight, and manage to satisfy me, I'll pretend that none of this happened. You're shameless. Dahlia raised her hand to slap him, but Edward caught her wrist. Bitch, how dare you hit me again? Boys, tie her up. Take them away. I'm going to have a blast tonight. Yes, sir. Several bodyguards immediately seized Dahlia. Edward ruthlessly kicked Lyra to the ground. Mr. Nolan. Please save her. Lyra cried out in pain, unable to get to her feet. Edward, let's talk this out. Why involve the women? Chris tried to persuade Edward. Shut your trap. Edward's heavy slap sent Chris stumbling to the ground. Say one more word and I will kill you. Chris shrank back and kept silent. Turns out you're just a coward. Edward jeered. I don't understand why these women would stick with you. Mr. Nolan. Please, help us. Lyra screamed at the top of her lungs. Chris didn't react. Just when everyone thought that Dahlia would inevitably be violated, a figure suddenly appeared in front of Edward and blocked his path. You're not allowed to touch her. What the fuck? Are you trying to be the hero too? Edward sneered. I advise you to let her go before things get out of hand. Dustin's expression was awful. He clenched his fists so tightly that his knuckles popped. His eyes were red with anger. Edward chuckled with indifference. What if I refuse? Then, go to hell.